Howdy team, happy Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sitting in my driveway. I'm getting ready to walk into my house, but I wanted to film a video for y'all. I wanted to do it somewhere beside the church because I've been in the church all week long. And I left the church and it occurred to me there's nowhere else really to go, and it's raining outside, so I can't even go stand outside somewhere. So here we are in Elroy in my driveway. But I'm excited to talk to y'all for just hopefully a couple of minutes. I wanted to convey a Holy Week thought for you, something I've been kicking around today, specifically for Maundy, Thursday. Here it is, Mark chapter 14. Jesus is with the disciples. They say to him, hey, tonight's the Passover, where are we going to eat? And Jesus lays out this fascinating scenario, tells a couple of disciples, hey, go into town. They're going to follow a guy that's carrying a water jug. Whatever house he stops at, say to the owner, hey, the Lord and his disciples are going to have Passover. Where can they meet? And he's going to take you up into an upper room, and when you get there, everything's already going to be laid out for you. Just amazing, right? And I'm sure there's more of a backstory there. But the fact that all of the work was already done, he just sent a couple of his disciples, I really think probably just for them to see, like, wow, Jesus really does take care of all the details, even when we can't see it, is pretty fascinating. But these two disciples, they go, and sure enough, they find it just as it was supposed to be, just as Jesus said. They have the final Passover meal together. Jesus does a tremendous amount of teaching to the disciples that night about loving each other and taking care of each other. Ultimately, he's preparing them for life after the crucifixion and ultimately the ascension when he goes back to the Father. Here's what I'm thinking about, and I hope this comes across well. I don't want it to be convoluted. Even though all of the work was done, and even though this was the holiday that the disciples had celebrated their entire lives, it's the oldest holiday in the world. They've done it their entire lives. Nothing about this night and this year was going to be normal. Much like nothing about this Sunday is going to be normal for a lot of us. I can tell you, in my 37 years, I've never not once been in a church building on Easter Sunday. With even in the tiny churches I grew up in, we always had a pretty good crowd on Easter Sunday. That's just how it worked, and it was a great day. And so being in my home with my family, it's going to be good, but it's going to be weird. It's going to be unlike any other Sunday ever. But the hope that we need to cling to, the hope that I need to cling to, is the fact that Jesus has already done the work, even though everything feels different, and even everything is different. The truth of the fact that he is God, and he's still our king, and he's still reigning, and he is still doing all of the work on his own. All those things are true. And he wanted the disciples, at least the two that he sent ahead, but ultimately all 12 of them, he wanted them to see that. Like, I've already taken care of things. You can continue to trust me. And this is where we at this year too. And so I hope that you will take some time today, certainly over the next 24 hours, to spend some time preparing for this weekend and preparing your family for this weekend, even though everything's going to feel different and look different. And I hope you'll find some ways to make it normal. Like, I'm still making brisket on Sunday because that's what we eat on Easter Sunday. Jesus is risen, so let's kill a cow. That's my philosophy on the whole thing. I hope that you'll spend some time preparing your family and your own heart to remember he still is Lord, even though everything is different. And he's done the work, and it's finished, and it's good, and it is so worth celebrating and continuing to affirm our faith in him as our King, even though everything is so topsy-turvy right now. So, guys, I love y'all so terribly much. I miss you deeply. Got to see a couple of you this week, which was awesome. I hope maybe I can see the rest of you soon. But take care and celebrate Jesus big this weekend, as big as you can. Love y'all. Bye.